When did you start getting into boxing?
I started like right when I got out of high school. Like I graduated 2011.
Oh shit, what the fuck? Okay, so I graduated 2015.
Yeah, man.
I guess that makes sense.
I was already out of high school. When 2015, I was already in boxing. I was knee deep already in it.
Okay, so 2011, you said you were in high school or you were fresh out?
I was fresh out. I graduated 2011. I graduated. Right after that, I went straight into college, Santa Monica. I was going there for art because I knew how to draw, you know. But this is where it's levels to it. Once I went into drawing and stuff and painting and all that shit, I seen there's levels to it, and I wasn't on that level because art classes, you are in there for 4 to 5 hours. I can't sit and just draw. I can't do that. You know, when I draw when I want, like 30 minutes, and then I stop.
You draw as expression, kind of.
Yeah, exactly. So I draw if I feel like I want to create, but when I seen it, it was like, man, I couldn't do it. So I started taking, my dad worked at the LAX, so I started taking classes for like ocean safety and stuff. And I was getting certificates in that, and then that opened the door for me to do construction. Then while I'm doing construction, I bought my first car. And then while I'm stacking up my money, then I got into the boxing gym. Now, mind you, this is all in 2012. So before I got in, when I was stacking my money up, matter of fact, scratch that. It's small. When I got out of high school, I went to MMA, but I was there for about like 2-3 months. Okay. They allowed that, but then it was just too much. It was like $300 a month, and I couldn't do that. For real, I couldn't do that. I was fresh out. Yeah. Then that's when I started taking the OSHA classes, going to Santa Monica, and just stacking up my money. And I was gonna go back to MMA. I did jiu-jitsu. I did jiu-jitsu for about 2-3 months, and right when I was about to get my blue belt, the instructor was like, "Hey, you should take boxing because I see you're naturally good at that. You should excel in that and then come back here." And when I went into that, I just stayed in boxing. I started boxing. I just kind of stayed. I never went back. So I've been boxing since 2013 until now.
Wow. So, in terms of boxing, that's a small time frame to get pro, because you're pro. Yeah, because I know a lot of pros start when they're very young, probably like
a lot of amateurs. You start off amateur first,
right?
So in the amateurs, you fighting with headgear, you're doing different competitions and stuff. Once you make that transition and turn pro, you can never go back amateur. So once you turn pro, it's the stakes and the risk and the life risk is higher. So you can get hurt really, really bad. Mm-hmm. So like, say for example, one of my fights, I concussed the guy in the second round. So but he had headgear on though. Uh-huh. So yeah, just imagine. Matter of fact, like I say, I remember one of my teammates in the 5th round, he fractured my eye with headgear. Now imagine if it wasn't no headgear, it could have been a lot worse. So when you're in these fights, or when people are watching fighting on TV and they're saying what they would have did or what that person should have did, it's a whole different ball game once you're in there. It's a whole different ball game. It's not, the stakes are higher. Your
IQ kicks
your security awareness is higher. That means you're more cautious on certain things. So the outside, or people that's watching or in the audience, they can criticize and say, "Oh, you should do this or this and that." It's not the same. It's not the same once you got the person in front of you. Matter of fact, I was always one of those people, like, when somebody fight, they be like, "Oh, I can do this," or I can do this to him. Then it's always like this. Then when they get me in front of them, like I had one of my guys, when me and him in an amateur, we never fought each other, but We just it was just like our universes just never crossed. We used to see each other all the time. We just never. And when we sparred the first time, he said, "Damn, you faster than I thought." He said, "I used to think you're slow, but
because you're watching."
Yeah, but he said when you're in front of me, it's different. And I was like, yeah. So it is people like that. Like you can see somebody and be like, oh, that person. Then when they're in front of you, it's always different. You know.
I can see that being the thing. No, so to clear up what I was trying to say earlier was like, you look at pro boxers like we'll say Ryan Garcia, right? Because he's having.
I met him too.
That's crazy.
I met him in July last year. In July.
You were sparring or what?
Nah, I met him.
No, not sparring with him, but were you guys in the gym?
No, we were at a celebrity boxing match.
Oh, that's wild.
It was I was cornering a guy named Darius Love. He's I don't know if you've seen have you seen the movie with Ice Cube and Mike Epps called Janky Promoters? No. It's a movie called Janky Promoters. He was in that movie. He's like, he's like a side actor or whatnot, but his face is well known.
But his bread and butter is boxing.
Yeah, no. His bread and butter is acting.
Oh.
Yeah, he's celebrity boxing.
Oh, I understand. Duh. Okay.
Yeah, celebrity boxing. So you
Chico
had Chico DeBarge boxing in that. Yeah.
Hey, is Chico DeBarge related to Storm DeBarge? No.
I know you.
Oh wait, I brought Storm up last time. You don't know Storm is. Damn. Okay.
Yeah, but Ryan. I met Ryan there, and Ryan stated, as you see, he's fighting Tank. He ain't scared. People think just because he's a pretty boy and this and that, no, he ain't scared. Like I literally had a chance to sit and talk with him and ask him. Mm-hmm. It was just me and him. I asked him. I didn't ask him about Tank, but I asked him about Devin Haney. He said, Dre, I fought him 3 times. Why? He said, think about it. I said, no, I understand. I just wanted to be able to say, if anyone say something, I'd be like, I talked to him.
Directly. You got the answer.
I got the answer, but when he said, bro, I fought him 3 times, I'm not afraid of nobody. And as you see, he's fighting Tank. His energy, how he's coming towards Tank when they doing the thing, he ain't afraid of Tank. Respectfully, I think Tank wins.
I ain't gonna lie, I think so too.
I think he wins, but
I think politics are telling me to root for Ryan.
Yeah, but things can happen in boxing. Styles make fights. What that person did to Ryan, maybe Tank won't be able to do it to him. Mm-hmm. It may look like Tank should be able to do it to him, but it won't happen. But I just know both of them are going in this fight not afraid of each other. That's the only thing.
Sure.
I just know if Tank connects with that punch Ryan always get hits with, and it's the same punch where Ryan is pulling back and he have his hands out and he's always getting hit because his chin is up. It'd probably be bad. Real bad.
For Ryan